Barrels. This is your aimbot Vicious. You can follow me on YouTube. I'm going to be hosting a series on
Bogeys incoming!
And the aim training is specifically geared toward getting the community of this game to be significantly better in roughly a day. The goal is to create a course to where you can aim like me in a day, because it only takes me 20-30 minutes to warm up, and my aim is crystal sharp and ready for a comp. So with that being said, here's a small demo. I will not display my settings. The reason I'm not is because the course that I'm offering is going to be monetary. So I'm going to be charging for it. If you would like to up your game, if you would like to just be overall better at aiming and shooters, period, not just competitive ones, I believe that you would find this to be an interesting guide. I'm going to demonstrate a few things that I would find in principle important to aiming.
Bogeys incoming!
Call them out so that you can see that what I'm doing. I will put some fundamentals. I'll drop some fundamentals in here so that if you are not familiar with what I'm saying as far as keywords and stuff, I'll explain that as well. But this is a quick overview and a quick demo. I'm using Punisher, and the reason is because he is both tracking and hit scan. There are different types of aiming in this game because multiple heroes, multiple different types of gameplay, right? So he is a tracking hit scan. There are other hit
New
scans,
entry.
Double KO! That's 3! Wow, 4 in a row!
What I mean by tracking is this target, if you see my crosshair, is so long as this crosshair is on him, which this looks fairly simple to do, but a lot of people struggle just to keep their crosshair on the target. And so this is what tracking is. Tracking is the ability for you to move,
Heads
maneuver,
up, hostiles.
jump, whatever it is that you're doing, and always keep your crosshair on the target. This is all it is.
New
As soon
entry
as
in
I
the
start
war.
shooting, I'm doing massive damage.
Double KO!
I can track targets fairly easily. Now, if the
That's
target was
3!
moving and so on and so forth, you would implement some other tactics that I'll go over in my training video, but I'll just give you one for short, one common mistake that people make. So if they're trying to track this target, what most people tend to do is they tend to walk around this target and then try to, aim at the target while it's moving past them like this. And when you're doing that, you're walking like this, and then you're trying to, aim at this target, and then they're moving, and then
You made your
aim
last
looks like this.
mistake.
Unfortunately, that is a very horrible mistake that you just keep practicing game in and game out, that you can easily
Heads up,
correct with a very
hostiles.
simple one maneuver, right? My pressure on the right stick didn't change here at all. The only difference that I'm making here is instead of walking around the target and trying to aim at it, I'm walking toward the target. That's the only difference, right? So what it would look like if this target was moving toward me and I was walking around it, it would look like this. And if this target is moving toward me and I'm moving toward it, it would look like this. Right? And so the difference there is in tracking, one minor example, but that's just for trackers. Now we can do something like, let's do a sniper, right?
Nothing
Another hit
happens
scan.
in
I play
any world
primarily
without
hit
me
scans,
knowing
right?
about it.
So in this video, we're gonna go over all of the hit scans. I'll make it short, sweet and to the point, right? So this type of hit scan is not necessarily a tracker, although tracking is part of the job
Bogeys,
because
here they
you
come.
have to, keep your crosshair around the target. However, this one is as soon as you touch the aim assist window, if you're playing with aim assist, or the right corner of the target, you press the trigger. So you're not tracking this target. You can be all the way up here. You're just aiming to hit
Target
that right
neutralized.
corner of the target every single time. You're not, it can be from anywhere. Wherever you are, you're always going to be aiming to snag that right corner. Even if you're in mid-air, you want to shoot that right corner of the target. Right? So in order to do this
Double
quickly,
KO!
Another one
that first
bites the
example that
dust.
I gave you of toward the
That's
target
3!
is the
Wow,
fundamental
4 in a
of
row!
doing this quickly. It's not tracking, but identifying where the target is.
That's amazing!
And if you notice, Black Widow has a movement ability, and her movement ability
I spy
is
some
this
bad
run,
guys.
right? And this run effectively cuts angles, right? You can only run in 3 directions: forward, left, right. You can't run backwards, so on and so forth. So you have a 3-direction run, and you can swing those 3 directions to make it look like she's running, so on and so forth. The reason I'm saying this is because Black Widow is an angle cutter. She has speed burst to get to an angle fast, so she can cut toward a target, right? So let's just, for example's sake here, you're behind cover and you want to hit this target, but you don't want to just step out right here because their entire team is shooting at you right here, and your teammates are behind you, and everybody's crowding here on this doorway. What Black Widow is able to do is speed out the corner and then meet the angle, and then she can just quickly run back. She can
Looking for a new challenge.
She can speed angles. That's where Black Widow shines in this game, right? So her aiming is all about identifying the angles and then speeding to it so you can take the shot before whoever else is going to be
Target
adjusting
Double KO!
their
That's
shot.
3!
Different from, say, Hawkeye. Hawkeye wants to just stand in the open and pull his trigger to land his shot, and then he can mix that with an AoE arrow to finish the kill if necessary. But Black Widow functions a little bit different, and she has anti-dive, right? So fundamentally, those are 2 types of aiming. Here's the third one. I'm going to put this one for
There's only one genuine certified Star-Lord, and you're looking at
using
him.
the same 2 principles, right? Angle cutting and because he flies, right? So angle cutting
In your
in
face,
the air,
loser.
angle cutting on the ground, and because he's a hit scan, he's a tracker
Double
as well.
kill.
He has
That's 3!
he has automatic weapons, so he's a hit scan
Wow,
tracker
4 in a
as well.
row.
Very small tracker though. You can change the way he aims as well by tapping
6 in a
the
row!
buttons,
Way
right?
to go! Unbelievable!
He's a hit scan
And
tracker,
it's- oh
and
boy.
if you take this
Here they
off, he
come.
has a limitation to how long he can track the target.
Booyah!
So that's an example for 3 hit scans, and the fundamentals of aiming on each of the hit scans are pretty much the same. Angle cutting, pressure for tracking. This is the same like this pressure right here. Even aim assist off. Nope, this is Punisher. Sorry, let me put for Star-Lord, right? We want to take aim assist off.
Booyah!
It's the same pressure, right? Even without aim assist, I'm utilizing the same
Double
pressure
kill!
to track this target, right? This is where settings come into play, right? Because pressure is one thing. You want to maintain your pressure, and then you adjust the settings so that you can maintain this pressure. Once you've identified with no
Here they
aim assist
come.
what pressure is going to be necessary to track that target, then you can adjust your settings with the aim assist on to maintain that pressure. How do you know what pressure is? Because pressure is not a number on the screen. Well, muscle memory. Muscle memory, so you warm up for 30 minutes and you, without aim assist on, and then you put your aim assist on, and then replicate through the settings the amount of pressure that it takes to maintain this action for tracking specifically. It's different for angling, it's different for all fundamental forms of aiming, but I've just gone over 3, and here's a little demo of my aim so that we can all
I'm a blunt instrument.
we can all say kumbaya.
That's how I like it.
Right? I'm gonna come over
Smoke
here,
screen.
downstairs with some moving targets. Alright, so hit these parameters. We're gonna just change this to super fast for shits and giggles.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1!
Hostiles are front. You made your last mistake.
Now pressure will change here a little bit because the targets are moving much faster than my muscle memory is anticipating them. However, I can compensate for this
Scraped off.
because I have 2 sticks. Now the settings on the other stick should complement the fact that targets can adjust their speed on the fly, whether that's through CC, whether they're jumping, using their ability. Targets maintain a normal speed of movement, but sometimes they boost in speed, right? And so you need to be able to be pinpoint accurate during the boost in speed. And that's accomplished, it's achievable by using both sticks.
That hostile front.
But anyway, you get the drift, right?
So weak.
As a hit scan player, I really would love if other players in this game played hit scans. It would help me out, it would help the community out, it would help the experience overall for this game. Once again, my name is Vicious. I go by Aimbot Vicious on YouTube. You can find my channel there. You're going to find this video and more videos like it, in addition to other types of videos more focused around mechanical movement, aiming, and all things fundamentally aim. Thanks for watching. See you next time.